We are in the Philippines on Palilio Island, and we booked an Airbnb, and I want to talk to you guys about being on this property. It's, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 acres big, and so there's a rice field on this property. There is all kinds of coconut trees, there's trails, there's pigs, there's chickens. There's a lot of things on this property, and it was at this point where Lele and Eliol, the property managers, needed to process some of the coconuts on the property. And so they showed us how they peel the coconuts, how they dry the coconuts, and how they extract the coconut from the shell and take it into town. So this is us going to the back of the property. We went back there as a family, and we all took turns learning how to peel coconuts on this sort of, there's this tool back there that they use to peel the coconuts. And these coconuts were really tough. I mean, this is no easy job. The coconut shell was very hard. My husband took a turn at peeling coconuts. I'm really glad we got out there and tried it for ourselves, because there's nothing like experiencing peeling coconuts for yourself. And when else would we really get an opportunity to do this? So Lele showed us certain efforts that we could make to make sure that we don't hurt ourselves on this. It is dangerous for children, but this particular steel post was not very sharp. We were all watching the kids, making sure that they were safe. As you can see here, Alex is trying over and over to push this coconut down, and it is not budging because it is difficult. You have to really use your strength, and there were so many piles of coconuts, just so many piles, where all the coconuts were right there on the ground. And to me, if it was my job to peel all those coconuts, it would seem kind of daunting. But Lele and Elio, they're experts, they're professionals at peeling these coconuts. They could do several just in one afternoon. This is what they do for a living. Levi, maybe don't. Yeah. There.
Yeah, you can push.
Then with the hard efforts of peeling the coconuts, Lele would open them up and let us take the tubo out of the middle and use that as a little snack. The tubo is a spongy sort of fruit in the middle of a coconut. Did not even know that was there. We loved drinking the coconut juice. One thing I didn't know about coconuts was the green coconuts have much sweeter juice than the brown coconuts. Then we saw Mr. Frog just right there in the middle. He wasn't moving much. He was just kind of sitting there, not really moving a lot, not scared at all. So, and then we all took a family picture. You know, I got to get my picture. I love all of these green backdrops. Everything, all of my pictures are so beautiful because I'm either taking pictures of the ocean or I'm taking pictures right on the property, and everything is just super green because they get a lot of rain here. Then we walked up to the place where they dry the coconuts, and she was just showing us, they put bamboo over this huge pit in the ground. It's a very big pit. All of us could have stood up in this pit, and they had already peeled a big pile of coconuts. I don't know when they have time to do this because Layla's always cooking for us 3 times a day. There is Brown, is one of the dogs on the property, and he was laying down so comfortable, and the kids were having some type of water fight.
Mom, Brown looks so cute. My mom's drying. That's my. What are you and Jackson doing now here?
I was going to go see the coconuts because it looked smoky.
Then we went back to where they were drying the coconuts because I saw smoke and I wanted to see
They can get
how they were drying. I didn't want to miss it.
Ooh, it's smoking.
I wanted to get it on camera, and this smoke is always so much fun to get on camera because it's just so animated. They had laid all of these coconuts, cut them in half, laid them all in, and what they're trying to do is dry out that white part of the coconut that's on the inside, and then it comes away from the outer shell. there's an outer shell and an inner shell, I suppose. And what Eliel's doing is he's taking the shells and burning the shells. So that's what they use for charcoal. That's what they use to fuel the fire.
So is the shelter supposed to keep the heat?
Oh no.
Or is that just for the rain? And when they dry the coconuts, then they can use
From
it
the
for
rain.
things like coconut oil. They sell the middle of it.
And no cover like that. It was.
Then it's hard to dry them out.
Because
Mhm.
you can sin. You can
Oh, you're
remove
peeling it.
from the shell.
You get it off the shell off.
Yeah, it's just like that, and it's.
Oh, it just popped off. So this one's kind of curlier than that one. Let me see. Oh, so then you save that. And you can make coconut oil out of this?
Yeah, and also the gasoline.
And gas? Yeah. Oh, no, I did not know that.
I really wasn't understanding
So,
this until I saw it for myself.
hey.
I knew that they processed coconuts, but until I saw
Hey,
it for
I like that
myself
hoop.
and until she showed me, I really didn't quite understand. Then Eliel had made a basketball hoop for the kids because we
Nice.
brought a basketball and because I thought they could just play around with it, and it's good for them to play with locals. Wasn't sure how they would be able to use it, but I thought they could throw it around on the property. And Eliel made this basketball hoop, and it's absolutely perfect. It was so sturdy. The kids loved it. And he said he actually thought it would be great for Kevin and Alex while their kids were at school, because during the day, in the morning, their kids would go to school and they would come home for lunch. And then in the afternoon, they would go back. So my kids were always asking to see Zord and Shinzi and Zakiro.
He's playing
This was during
basketball.
the 3 to 5 days that we were out of internet. And so you see Levi out here. It's amazing how active they get when they can't be on their screens or do their school. They do online schooling, so they couldn't even really do their schooling.
It stopped bouncing. It stopped bouncing in one top. Yeah. Come on, Zakiro, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on.
This is Lele. As you can see, she is covered in shells, in coconuts. She's already peeled several
There we go.
bags of coconuts, and she's showing me that.
What did you peel it back like that for?
To see if it's cooked or no.
Oh,
So if it's not cooked, so we need to cook it again. Like this, it's not cooked.
Some of them aren't completely
Oh,
dried, so
really?
she's
Oh,
going to
okay, so then you put
re-dry
these
the
back
ones
on?
that didn't quite get all of the way dry. And the only way you really know is to peel them away and then just dry them a little bit more. Talia is the white dog that you see in several of my videos. Almost every video that we're outside, you'll see Talia just running around out there. And I love that she is a reoccurring theme. This is an up close look at those coconuts. She could peel them pretty quickly. It was such an honor to just get to see so up close, because I knew Lele would explain everything to me. It was such an honor to be able to ask all the questions that I would want to know.
It is a hard thing that you can do. If it's the shell is cracked, maybe this can go through the crack, so we can. You can slice your hands.
yeah, don't slice your hand. So this one we're going to dry again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there is Akiro. He was just being so adorable on this ping pong table. I had to get a video. Me and Lele were just talking, and he was being so adorable. And that is our time. Thank you all so much for watching, and I really appreciate my true fans who listened and watched all the way till the end. Can you let me know in the comments? I'd love to hear, and I'll see you on the next video.